Hello everybody, I hope you've had a really good week. This week at St Dunstan's has been all about languages, and I want to start by thanking you, the parents and the entire languages department from across the junior school and senior school for the huge amount of support and energy that's gone into a really vibrant week in our celebration of language and multiculturalism across our diverse community. Lots of other things have been going on this week, and to update you on, it was a delight to have our first meeting of the Lewisham Young Leaders Academy. That took place last Saturday, and we were completely full in terms of uptake from the local community, so that was fantastic. And that now happens every Saturday up to Christmas, so we're really thrilled about that development, that really important community partnership at work here at St Dunstan's. On Wednesday, we formally opened the new recital room as part of the Performing Arts Centre. Some of you may recall that we've named that in memory of Ben Chudley, who was a student here in the 1990s and very sadly lost his life. And that recital room has now been opened in his name, and it was a very moving and extremely impressive event on Wednesday evening. Today, on Friday, we've had the Met Police come into the college as part of an outreach event, which has been really excellent to see. We've got police horses on the front D and lots of police officers coming in and speaking with children, young and old, about their relationship with the police. So that's a really great event for us, and my thanks to everybody who made that happen. Across this week, our very oldest students in Year 13 have been doing their academic benchmarks, which are exams, internal exams. They are designed very much to be supportive, so I know it's been a source of some anxiety for a few of our Year 13s, but the whole purpose behind them is to allow Year 13 students to signpost where they are in their studies and to have it be a supportive mechanism for them as they enter this final and most important year of their academic career here. Next week, we have a number of events and activities upcoming. There is the launch of our Stewart programme, which is our additional curriculum. This is a really exciting development this year. Has already started being taught in both the junior and senior school, but on Tuesday is your opportunity to find out far more about it. What's it all about? Why have we come up with it? Why do we think it's important? This new strand in our curriculum is a strand of our own design. It's not an off-the-shelf curriculum package. So do find out more about that, both junior school and senior school, on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have a chamber concert, which we're very much looking forward to. And on Thursday is an extremely important event for us, which is our sixth form open evening. We had an enormous number of people last Saturday at our open day, and we are forecasting again record numbers for people coming into school. And that's for external people who are interested in joining our sixth form, and for all of our internal Year 11s as well on Thursday evening, the sixth form open evening. And then finally on Friday is the culmination of our week's theme, which is on mental health. And we are really proud to be hosting a mental health conference here at St Dunstan's. We're expecting students from a whole range of different schools, both independent and state schools, to be coming in here for a series of breakout discussions and workshops and a keynote speech from Sir Anthony Selden, who is coming back to the school where he was deputy head. I don't think he's been back since he left, and I know he's very excited to see all of the developments here and help us lead that very important reflection and workshop on Friday, the Mental Health Conference. In recognition of mental health awareness next week, on that Friday, the whole college I should say, will be dressing in yellow to raise money for worthwhile charities in that area. So please do remember that. I'm sure there'll be communication coming your way to remind you. Finally, I do need to just talk to you about COVID. And as has been the case in many schools in this part of London and indeed across the United Kingdom, we have seen some increase in transmission within our community, and one senior school year group in particular has been affected, and that year group have been corresponded with separately about that. The consequence of that escalation in that year group is that Public Health England have been in contact with us, and they wish to escalate matters and for us to bring in additional measures for that particular year group for the 2 weeks that take us up to the Exeat, and we think that is the right thing to do, however disruptive it might be in part for those particular students. As always, we continue to follow government guidance here and listen to Public Health England and do what they ask us to do to help control the spread. Likewise, of course, you can do your bit at home, and I know many of you, well, all of you do, and you are particularly vigilant. But now we see the escalation in transmission. Now is the time to just make sure, please, that children at home are lateral flow testing twice a week, and that all of those measures that I know that you'll be adopting at home are reinforced once again. It's a good opportunity, an appropriate time to reinforce that with your children. Please, it goes without saying, don't send your children to school if they have any symptoms at all. It's now very easy to get a PCR test. So I encourage you, if you see any symptoms, please get them to have a PCR test and check that they are negative. As I said earlier, if they are in a specific year group where that escalation has been noted, there will be a separate communication around that. Additionally, the school age immunisation service will be coming into school on Thursday of next week to oversee COVID vaccinations on site for students over 12 whose parents give consent for them to do so. And you will receive a letter from the NHS as to how you give your consent and also who to contact in the NHS should you have any concerns about that or your consent for it. But just to impress the point here, the college has no information beyond that provided by the NHS and by the local authority. So I think that's it for my roundup of this week. Lots going on as ever and lots planned for next week. In the meantime, have a very good weekend. Thank you.